Good morning, Eagles. I'm Seamus McAuliffe-Williams.
And I'm Matthew Rosenfield.
Happy Monday.
What is going on today?
I could ask you the very same thing. I'm normally on the lowdown. This is my thing. I don't know what you've decided to come here.
Well, I mean, we're doing a little bit of a happy accident, some kind of crossover.
That makes sense because you know what? We actually have a show tomorrow that is Tuesday, April 28th, from 2:30 to 2:45 to 3:30.
Yeah, in room 1508, otherwise known as Mr. Jernigan's room.
That's going to be pretty exciting. But we also have something going on the next Tuesday,
right.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, May 5th, we're holding our Happy Accidents auditions. So
if you really want to try out for some improv, or you even have the slightest interest in improv, you should really try out because it's really fun and we're really welcoming group, and I think you'll have a lot of fun if you find that interesting. So yeah, let's
be there or be square.
You know what? Yeah, I like that idea a lot. Let's head into some announcements. If you have any announcements you want aired in the lowdown, be sure to tell us who's meeting, when you're meeting, and what you're doing in your email.
This past weekend, Enloe sent 4 teams to the NC State Envirothon competition in Alamance County. Enloe ended up taking 1st, 2nd, and 4th place. This now makes 5 state championships in a row, and 9 for Enloe total, and 3 in a row with the same first place team, breaking another state record. The first place team will now move on to the international competition July 19th to the 25th at Mississippi State University in Starksville. Congratulations!
It's the last week of National Poetry Month. The event concludes on Thursday with Poem in Your Pocket Day. Look outside the Media Center this week and put a poem in your pocket and share it with the world, or at least a tiny part of the world, or maybe just a friend.
Purdue University will be visiting during First Lunch today in Student Services. Please stop by to visit with an admissions rep.
Okay, Matthew. You're new here. I'm going to break things down a little bit. This is normally the time when we cut over to headline, and we got to do a little banter, a little transition.
Oh, banter.
So we need to talk about how we know nothing about headline. Do you know anything about modern-day current events?
I have no clue what's going on.
Good, and let's keep it that way. Let's go to headline news with Aylar Welsh.
Good morning, Eagles. I'm Aylar with your headline news. On Saturday, April 25th, a gunman attempted to breach security at the White House Correspondents' Center at the Washington Hilton, resulting in a shooting. President Trump and officials were rushed from the room by the Secret Service. The suspect, identified as Cole Thomas Allen, was apprehended, and no injuries were reported among top officials. Human remains have been found in the waterways of Tampa Bay, where the authorities have been searching for the body of missing University of Florida doctoral student Nahida Bristi. Florida deputies announced late Sunday as new court documents allege the suspect in the killing of Bristi and another student appeared to ask ChatGPT how to dispose of a body. Bristi, 27, who is presumed dead, went missing last week along with 27-year-old Zamil Lemon, whose remains were found Friday on a bridge near Tampa. Lemon's roommate, 26-year-old Hisham Abugardi, was arrested Saturday and is charged with 2 counts of premeditated first-degree murder with a weapon. He is being held without bond. I'm Aylar, and I'm sending you back to the desk.
It's Arab American Heritage Month, and this year's theme is Many Voices, One Community as part of National Poetry Month. The Media Center will be featuring poems from Arab American students from Sudan, Iraq, Jordan, and Egypt. You can pick one up to share for Poem in Your Pocket Day on April 30th.
Jewelry Making Club is meeting today from 2:30 to 3:30 in room 2613. They will be making bracelets for an upcoming Bracelet a Senior for a college event. Go to bit.ly/senior bracelet or scan the QR code on the screen to give a senior a bracelet.
There will be a volleyball interest meeting in the East Building, room 1932 today, April 27th at 2:45. And speaking of volleyball and games in general, we got a few games, a few improv games come to the show. You're going to see a few of them. But we don't really know too much about real sports.
Right, the physical kind.
The physical kind. Don't get me started about knowing anything about physical stuff at all.
I'll have my games improvised, please.
Yes, thank you very much. But let's go to sports with Zaz to hear more about some real sports.
Ready to go. So let's be ready to go.
Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties with the sports mic, but we will be sorting that out shortly. In the meantime, let's talk a little bit about what you can expect. We will be playing 5 games on Tuesday. It'll be
I'm talking.
pretty fun, I think. So, you know, we're going to be playing a few good ones, but and I'm getting word that we actually have fixed the sports mic. So let's go back. Let's take it back.
Ready to go. So let's be ready to go.
True, in the world of improv, you really never know what's going to happen. So what's up, Eagle Nation? I'm here with your sports news. JV boys lacrosse, varsity girls lacrosse, and varsity boys lacrosse are all playing today against Leesville Road, with games starting at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and 6:30. In national sports, the 2026 NFL Draft just wrapped up, and teams are already being evaluated based on their picks and how they improve their rosters heading into next season. In golf, Nelly Korda has returned to world #1 after winning the Chevron Championship, continuing her strong run at the top of the sport. And in the NBA playoffs, the Celtics now have their strong lead in the series after a dominant win over the 76ers, putting them in the lead as postseason continues. That's all we have for today's sports, so let's head back to the desk.
Wait, Matthew, you were telling me something just a minute ago, and it really piqued. What were you saying?
Do I really have to say it?
You gotta say it, man.
Okay, well, you know, on Saturday, you know, the rain was pouring, the old man was snoring.
I heard that
So
myself.
I'm pretty curious to hear what we have in weather.
Yeah,
you know?
we had some droughts recently. It was very interesting. Then some hard rain on Saturday, as I guess you just said. But yeah, let's head into weather with Fiona.
Good morning, lovely people. The old man is snoring, if I do say so myself. I'm Fiona. I'm here with a destroyed voice from prom and your weather. Today, right now it's 51. It feels like 59. It is not raining, but it is humid. And the wind is going 2 miles north-northeast, if you know what direction that is. Let's head into our 3-day, shall we? Looks like today the high is 72 and the low is 44. That's colder than Australia. Tomorrow, the high is going to be 71, the low is going to be 55. And on Wednesday, the high is going to be 71, the low is going to be 55 as well. Let's head into after school, shall we? Oh boy, 69 degrees after school, and it's gonna feel like 75. That precipitation is staying off. That humidity is going down, but the wind is going up. Let's take it back to the desk, shall we?
Have any announcements you want to hear the lowdown? Be sure to email us at lowdown@wcpss.net.
That's all we have for the show today. Have a mouthful Monday.
New choice.
Magical Monday.
New choice.
Come on out to have
Happy accidents tomorrow.
No!
Nailed it.